Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a DC fan or someone who loves tracking box office trends, you're in for something really interesting today. But before we get into this deep dive on Superman's box office run and how it stacks up against Man of Steel, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more superhero movie breakdowns, box office insights, and no-filter commentary on the things that matter. So, James Gunn's Superman has now officially earned about $437 million worldwide, around $253 million from the US and Canada, and about $173 million from international markets. That puts it firmly in the top 10 highest-grossing films of 2025 so far, and makes it one of the most successful Superman films domestically. But now the real question: how much will it earn by the end of its run? Based on current trends and box office momentum, projections place its final global gross somewhere between $500 and $600 million. That's a solid number and definitely a sign that audiences are responding positively. If it keeps going strong, there's a slim chance it could push beyond 600, but right now, that's looking like the ceiling. Now let's talk about the inevitable comparison, Man of Steel versus Superman 2025. Man of Steel, released back in 2013, earned about $670 million worldwide. That's $291 million from the US and $379 million internationally. As of this moment, Man of Steel is still ahead, and unless something drastic happens with Superman's box office run, it's going to stay ahead. And here's where it gets a little frustrating. Back when Man of Steel came out, people were quick to tear it down, calling it a failure or disappointment based purely on box office numbers, or criticizing it for not being comic book accurate enough. Suddenly, box office success was the only measure of quality for them. But now those same people are saying, oh, box office doesn't define a movie's quality when it comes to Superman 2025. Isn't that a bit hypocritical? Look, I don't hate the new Superman. It's a decent movie. David Corenswet did a good job and the tone was hopeful and lighter. But let's be honest, you can't just shift the goalposts when it suits your narrative. If comic book accuracy was such a big deal, then sure, this Superman ticks more of those boxes. But let's not forget that some of the most beloved superhero movies ever made weren't exactly panel for panel accurate. Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, who never even wore the classic yellow suit until his final film, or even Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, who didn't look anything like the skinny teenage Peter Parker from the comics. Yet, those films were embraced. But for some reason, with Man of Steel, everyone was determined to bring it down, criticizing every creative decision, every line of dialogue, every deviation from comic canon. The scrutiny was relentless. And now, suddenly, that scrutiny is gone. It's great that fans are embracing Superman again. I want DC to win. I want James Gunn's universe to succeed. And it's refreshing to see people coming back to theaters for a Superman film. But just be consistent. Celebrate the wins without rewriting the rules. Because at this point, like it or not, Man of Steel is still ahead. Not just in terms of box office, but also in terms of the cultural footprint it left behind. The fan following that movie has today is something this new Superman still has to earn over time. So yeah, Superman 2025 is a win for DC. It's a strong performer and a promising reboot, but as of now, it hasn't beaten Man of Steel, not yet. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you Team Cavill or Team Corenswet? Do box office numbers matter to you, or is it all about the story and emotion? I want to hear your take. And before you go, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.